Hey NAOBC youth, so as you've hopefully heard, starting June 6th, we are resuming normal church activities. And by normal, I mean back to the way things were pre-COVID. So no more social distancing to worry about, no more mask wearing. We're going from 3 services back down to our normal 2 services. It is a true return to the pre-COVID way of doing things. And obviously that means there's going to be some changes to the way things are rolling in the youth right now. And so I just want to give you a heads up and let you know what the youth will look like on June 6th and moving forward into the summer. So to begin with, in terms of our schedule and structure when kids are in the youth BFG, we're going to revert back to the way we had been doing things pre-COVID, which means we'll start out with some fellowship time, and then we'll transition into small groups, and then finally we will go into our large group teaching time after that. Also, we're going to get all our old rooms back. So right now we're in room 231, which is that huge room that used to be used for kids worship, and then the room right next to that, which is 233. Well, we're going to keep 233, which is our high school room, and then take the room next to that, 235, and what used to be our game room, 237. So when you walk up from the preschool lobby to the second floor and there's that glass banister right there, that whole area is going to be the youth once again. Now, there will be one significant change from the way we had been doing the youth pre-COVID to how we will be doing it June 6th, which is instead of being just one service, which is the way the youth has been for many years, the youth BFG will now meet both hours, which means there will be a youth BFG at 9 and a youth BFG at 10:30. And obviously students are not expected to be at both of those, but rather just like adult BFGs, students will pick one of those 2 hours and they'll attend. And I wanted to take a moment and let you all know why it was that we had decided to make this change from going with 1 youth BFG hour to 2 youth BFG hours. As it happens, we had actually made the decision that the youth needed to transition that way even before COVID started. And the reason was we were beginning to run out of space to keep the youth in 1 hour. Now that was true partly just for the youth itself. We had outgrown all the rooms that we were in really, and there wasn't anywhere else for the youth to go in the 10:30 hour. But not only that, students, as we say, come attached with parents. And one issue we ran into is because students were asked to go to worship only at 9 and then attend youth BFG at 10:30, parents, if they were kind of going up through kids ministry and were in a 9 a.m. BFG, often had to switch to a 10:30 BFG hour in order to go to worship with their children at 9. And many of you may have gone through that exact experience. And then likewise, when new families came to the church, if they had any students at all, they were immediately put in a 10:30 BFG. And over the years, what that resulted in was we had many more people in the 10:30 BFG hour than we did the 9 a.m. BFG hour. In fact, we had gotten to a point where not only had the youth really outgrown their space at 10:30, but pretty much all the BFGs were outgrowing their space at 10:30, and we just didn't have anywhere to put them, and we couldn't move any youth families to a 9 a.m. BFG because that meant they wouldn't be able to worship with their children. And so we made the decision then that the only long-term viable way of keeping the youth ministry going in a healthy way and managing the space that we had well was to split the youth into 2 BFGs. Well, now the time has come to make that a reality. So beginning June 6th, we are asking that students attend youth during whatever BFG hour their parents attend. So if you as parents have a BFG at 9, we would ask that you send your kids to BFG at 9 so both of you can attend worship at 10:30 together, and vice versa for those who have a BFG at 10:30. And if we do that, we've laid it all out and looked at who will go where. That gives us pretty even numbers in the youth ministry, and so that'll hopefully keep things balanced. As always, if you all have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me. My contact info is on the screen, or feel free to reach out to Ryan Morris, who will be taking over as our family pastor as the summer gets rolling. God bless you all, and take care.